All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me today. It is a good Wednesday. So happy Wednesday to everyone. Mom, ¿cómo está? Dad, thank you guys for watching. Hi, Mom. I love you. Everyone who's taking time, thank you guys so much. Some good stuff going on personally. I'll probably talk about it in a different video. This is the reason I haven't uploaded anything. So sorry about that. But let's dive right into it. Looks like Blizzard finally announced what the new season is going to look like for the next season for Overwatch. We get a really small glimpse of what seems to be Tracer's new mythic skin and new system of how you unlock that mythic skin. It's kind of lame because it looks like they've extended the season all the way to level 86. Currently, you can only reach to level 80, and it looks like the theme might be games like NES games because it looks like in the trailer, someone's emoting and they got little hearts, Super NES hearts, right? And it looks like Tracer in the trailer is said like her base skin, and then her like advanced skin, and then her like legendary skin or mythic skin. And if this is the case, this is AAA's companies being AAA companies, where we used to get a full fledged burger with a Coke and a meal. I mean fries when you would pay like $10, and now for that $10, they've removed the cheese and are sprinkling in that cheese as an added item for you to pay for, because in the current season right now that you can go look, you can just go all the way to level 80, and you see that in that level 80 there are three different kind of skins you can get for that particular color or character, but it's different color themes, and each character and each item kind of you can change the shoulder pads, the weapons, the color scheme of the character, and that was your reward for achieving the last level of your season pass. And anything beyond that, it's just a nameplate. So it's 200 levels after that, which I reached. I don't know, just played Overwatch too much with the guys. Ranking was a lot of fun. And you get to that point, and it's just a nameplate. Like that's it. It's not like you get an extra hidden skin for a different character. It's just a nameplate. Like, thank you for playing and giving us the money. But who's the fool? Anyways, so then now it looks like they've taken that idea and they sprinkled her into level like 46, and then you get a level 65, and then finally the level 86, you get a different skin. If they do not remove those skins for different characters that you would get throughout the season, it's fine, cool. But if they take in those levels where you would achieve that skin for a different character and they've added her in, this is where AAA games and our core has started with them. This is the issues that I've had, and I've been talking to you guys about it. Where if you guys go back to my first video, you'll see AAA companies do this a lot, where they promise us one thing or they show us one thing and then they take that away and then repackage it to make it seem like we're getting a better value, but we're not. We're just getting the same thing with they're taking the same idea, putting it back in, but they're extending it, and then you're paying either the same or more, and they're taking things away from it, right? Because I don't want to go into this season and see that we only have two new skins because they've been replaced with three skins of Tracer. I don't care. Like, I'm not a Tracer main. That's still down for everyone else, because it's like, hey, like, I might not like these characters I use. They're these new skins. Like, I play them because, like, hey, I don't use this skin or I don't use this character, but I think the skin is cool. Let me try them out, and I end up liking them. But if we're only getting one or two skins and the rest is filled with Tracer, it's not the way to go here, Blizzard. Like, what are we doing? Like, you have to think about your consumers and that experience. Um, and kind of quickly getting into that and not diving too much is the idea of why games aren't pushing their boundaries. We see a movie like this, Into the Spider-Verse, where the Sony has taken something so basic that's kind of been the same way for so many years, and now is pushing the limits to what it means to go watch an animated movie. It's not the same what it was, and they're changing the industry. And I think that is what no, not even I think, I know that is what the game industry is missing. The AAA game like world, it's missing for a game to come out and just change the way we view and think and consume these video games, where it's not just about them and their bottom dollar. It's about us, the consumer, and that experience that we're getting with. We want to play these games, but we don't want to feel like we're being cheated. We don't want to feel like we're being taken advantage, and all you guys want is our money. not you, the AAA companies, right? So it's all about like how are they going to change this? Like again, I hope I'm wrong. It was like a minute or less than that kind of trailer clip. Maybe they released something more tomorrow, and I'll bring it on Friday with the new video. Because then that leads me into what Bungie's doing. Bungie's new season, it's okay. Again, like I'm not really interested or invested. I believe ever since I realized that I was a hamster in a wheel and I was going nowhere with this. It's really kind of pulled me back from playing the game. Before single player or by myself, if I would text the guy say like, "Hey, is anyone getting on?" He would say no. I jump and just I would do Bungie all night, or Destiny. I would play until I was done, and I didn't have an issue. I would go do all these different things. But now like I think about it, I'm just like, oh, I'm just not gonna play, right? Because I don't want to do the same thing I've been doing at this point for like 2, 3 years, where it's like you get the bounties, you try to level up your season pass, and the season pass is just full of just not exciting things, just useless items, and you get the season dang, you get the season or the season armor that you get while you do the event, and then you unlock that in the season pass. I don't know why I didn't think about this. And then the only new thing you get is a new exotic ship or sparrow, and you get a ghost. And the only real new thing is the exotic weapon and the ornament for your class, and the rest is just full of fluff. And this is what oh man, I hate having to have these moments of epiphany because it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating once you realize and you step out of that hamster wheel how gimmicky everything is starting to feel. It doesn't feel that it's about me, the consumer. It feels that it's about what is in my pocket and how much money they can get out of me and being blinded. I did see when the season came out, I saw someone who just not wasted, but they spent a lot of money so they can reach level 100, and they were at level 100 the first day that the season came out. So those are the people that I feel that the higher ups, because it's not the designers, it's not the people rendering the game, it's not them. They're just doing their jobs. But whoever is giving that go ahead all the way to the top, they're the ones who are giving that back to us and saying we're taking away that pickle that was in your cheeseburger and having you charge more. You want cheese? I mean, cheese is extra regardless, but you know what I mean. It's like they're taking all tomatoes, onions, and then it's like you want it now. You got to pay extra 10 cents, 20 cents. Oh, now it's $1. Now it's $3. Whatever. So forward, and this big ass bug in here. Uh, interview them next time. So it's one of those things where it's unfortunate where the season it's a, oh, and then you get into the season for the new mission, you jump in, and then they force you to go do the battlegrounds, and then they force you to go do the deep dive, and then you might do an extra mission, and then you get something that's based on that mission that you just did. You turn it into the character who's the character of the season. They give you a little bit of dialogue, and you have to decipher like what they're trying to tell you with the season, like what just happened. But what's unfortunate is that before they used to do a cutscene, so you would be part of this moment and felt intimate, and you're like, okay, it allowed you to really understand the story. But now it's two AI characters just standing there, and if you're in with the full squad, they're emoting, they're slapping the characters. It just takes you away completely from what's happening in that crucial moment. Or if I'm by myself, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I'm not interested in what they're saying. Like sometimes you have to be all up in their face. It's supposed to be a really sad moment, but the facial expression is just kind of like dull, and it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm supposed to be sad. Or I'll look at my phone and then I'll hear the AI character tell me like, "Isn't that right, Guardian?" And I'm just like, I guess, like, cool, right? And then you wait till the very end at the season to get like a cutscene if we get a cutscene. So it's so unfortunate that we're not pushing the limits on what it is to be a gamer. We're kind of being tied down a little bit, but you then compare that to something like Diablo, and at the moment, it's getting really great reviews. It doesn't seem like it's buggy. It doesn't seem like, oh, we're waiting for updates to make the game better. Or I'm not seeing someone say like, oh, I can't wait to this game in 2 months to play it because it's really good. It looks like the game is out live. The beta was really fun. The beta to me felt smooth. I didn't have any issues with it, and it was really fun. It felt bigger, like you get probably bigger dungeons, bigger bosses to fight, and like that's what we want in these games. Don't give us the same thing, Overwatch 2, and then repackage it and say like it's new. No, it's the same thing. and then you get into Destiny, and it's the same season model that we've had for the past 3 years, and expect us to be excited and to consume it. It's just like I'm just gonna do it, and then I'm gonna move on with something else. Um, so that's kind of like what's been going on lately. Last week too, they had a bunch of they had a nerf they had to nerf one of the exotics for the tie-in, because for Iron Banner they would go and you would put your barrier down, and that barrier would cause a fire, and you landed in the capture zone, and it would automatically jump you to 70 points, and then it would give you the mercy rolls. So Bungie, still being Bungie, unfortunately, where they can fix these bugs. Bugs are just constantly plaguing this game. I say poor because it's like 3, 4, 5 years old. The system, the servers are just not able to. It just feels like they're trying to hold it with like tape, and it's like they're probably going to go down with the shit, because the servers, like bugs and servers and armor and this, and there's something new happening, and they expect us to be excited for the season. And on that, kind of giving you guys, as always, what you can achieve right now for linking your Twitch Prime and your and your Bungie account, is you get a free 4 items. You get two exotics and 2 legendary items for your character, emote, whatever. Over here at Blizzard, they're doing an XP weekend where from now all the way till Tuesday, you get the ability to then finish your season pass if you haven't done so. It's not really hard. If you complete the challenges, whatever challenges, healing, blocking, and doing damage, if you complete those, they're like 5,000 XP plus the XP double XP week. You guys are going to zoom through that season. So that's kind of wrapping it up here. Thank you guys for so much for watching. It's been fun, and I really, really need to encourage you guys to go watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's so amazing, and I cannot wait to go watch it again.